Retro Rewind!
Tales from the Top with Dave Harris.
Your first one, and I'm just going by the Billboard chart, right?
Okay.
You've had a lot of, knocks on the door with other songs that were top 3 and stuff, but My Prerogative obviously was a #1 hit. I don't think you were about to be, I think, turn 20 when that song hit #1.
Yep,
so,
I was.
But you were still 19.
He's got it down packed. What?
Yeah, I memorized those charts.
Oh,
man. I can tell you
man.
how far. Like, name one of your songs. I'll tell you how far it went. One of your hits.
Every Little Step.
Every Little Step went to #3 on Billboard on the pop chart.
On the pop chart.
Yeah.
How long did it stay?
I think maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know. You got me
On
on
Our
that.
Own.
On Our Own was #2 for 3 weeks. Because Richard Marx and his.
Yep.
Remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah. Well,
I got mad at Richard.
I figured.
Because I was right there.
You were
I was
knocking,
right there.
man.
I was knocking on that
Yeah.
door
And
really
he had
hard.
that little love song, little Right Here Waiting.
Oh
and,
my God. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I said that one.
Anybody
Rock Wit'cha.
Rock Wit'cha went to #7 on the pop chart. I think it was a #1 R&B hit. But,
Yeah.
But #7. We're right around it.
Whoa. What do you have?
I just see these charts because because that's the same thing. Because Babyface had "It's No Crime" hit #7 around the same time as Rock Wit'cha, and he was having all those hits as songwriters at the.
What?
Yeah. Does that ring a bell?
It's all right. It's all right. I'm not even going to ask you anymore. Go ahead. You can ask me
Look it
whatever.
up. All right. So so you were about to be 20, but you were still 19 when you hit #1. That's a song that basically still to this day. I mean, even Britney Spears covered it, right? So
Yes.
I mean, it's
Prerogative was written by me, myself, Aaron Hall, and Teddy Riley, and we wrote it in Teddy Riley's mother's kitchen in the projects in Harlem, New York, and I sung it out of the bathroom. I sung it in the bathroom, and it was just one of them songs that couldn't be denied. I mean, it was everything that I wanted to say. And hanging out with Teddy Riley and Aaron Hall is like the biggest trip in America. It's like Soul Train. I mean, it's just a lot of fun, and we just had a great time hanging out and eating Chinese food and just recording in his mother's kitchen and bathroom, and that's how we did it.
How about that? Now, when it went to #1, I mean, you'd already had R&B #1 hits, but let's be
Yes.
honest, the pop chart is the
Pop
chart.
charts is totally different. Once you hit #1 on the pop charts, then you have basically made it into the fast lane of the entertainment business. Yeah, I mean, you're selling out more concerts. And in order to hit the pop charts, you have to be popular. So that made me popular.
Yeah.
And from that day on, I've just been grateful that people took a chance to listen to my music, and took a chance to.
That's Richard Marx.
To be there for me. Richard Marx is calling me on the phone
He heard
because he already knows I'm coming after him next time.
Yeah. I just think that to have a #1, because some #1s you roll your eyes and go, oh no. I mean, Convoy. I mean, why is that going to #1? But My Prerogative.
There's a lot of songs out there right now that hit #1, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's a #1 record?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but
get
they
it.
bang it into your head so much. I think it's the airplay now that is really disturbing me, because they're playing the same song like 40 times a day.
We call it the burn factor in radio.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
it's just like you burn it into my head. Of course, it's going to hit #1.
Yeah.
If you just keep playing it, of course, I'm going to start singing it.
Yeah.
But a hit is a hit is a hit, and with the music, with the music that I did in the past, I don't think I don't look at it in the way where the songs of today are being just bashed into people's head. I think we had good material. We had good songs, well-written songs. We talked about love.
Yeah.
And the things that are hitting
life.
Yes, things that are hitting #1 these days. I mean, how many times can you shake it or slap it or stick it or pump it or
Yeah.
I mean, how much can you really say, you know, disrespectful to the ears of people that are listening to your music?
And I agree, and I don't think it's create. Like I looked at the charts today, and like I think just in the top 20 alone, there's like 6 or 7 records where it's so and so featuring. And
Right.
so and so featuring.
Nobody
like,
can do their own album.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, everybody's featuring somebody.
It's literally the word featuring is a artist all on its own.
right.
You know, when you look
featuring.
at the charts, yeah.
Who is featuring?
You got somebody featuring somebody, and then like down the charts that flip. It's that other person who was being featured is now featuring this other. It's like I'm dizzy looking at the charts now.
Hey, that's what the industry has come to.
But I was rooting.
It's not a business no more. It's an industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's two different things. You just said it: a business and an industry. It used to be one and the same.
Right.
I think.
Right.
But now it's not.
No.
So, and I think that's what the problem is. But I was.
Payola has gotten too wild.
There's different ways of payola now, isn't there?
Yeah, there's so many ways. So, you know, I'm like I said, I'm grateful that, you know, I came around at a time where it had to be good music, or it wasn't getting played, you know. It wasn't how much you can spend, you know, to get it on the airwaves. It was how good the record is.
Exactly.
And if you didn't have a good record, it wasn't coming out.
And that's why I really think your work, especially your second album, it still to this day literally stands the test of time.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You know, I was rooting for you. I thought Richard had enough time at number 1. I was winning on our own. I was digging Ghostbusters. I was glad that you knocked Poison out of number 1 with my Prerogative.
Yeah,
I mean,
we had to
every
get
road
it.
is
We had to
something,
get
come
that.
on.
We had
Let's
to get
that
that.
lighter song out of there. That's too much.
Retro Rewind.
Tales from the Top with Dave Harris.